And good afternoon, everybody. This is our Shed Group, MedicareHelpGuys.com. That's the website, MedicareHelpGuys.com. What do you do there, folks? You go to the website, hit the consultation button. If you need to set up a consultation and where we talk by Zoom or by phone, or if you need us to come out, you can do that from that consultation page. So look us up. If we need to come out, that's perfectly fine, right? Remember, there's some people who just really want to talk to their agent. Well, folks, we still do that. So, hey, give us a call. Let us know what it is that you would like to do. We're here to help. Folks, I want to spend a little bit of time talking about the zero premium $3,700 out-of-pocket max HMO plan that we have through United Healthcare and the $27 premium $3,800 out-of-pocket max that's with United Healthcare. If you're in one of the other plans, this isn't your video, right? Okay, so take a look at your U card right now. Take a look at that U card. You're going to see your name across the top there, right? Underneath your name, you're going to see your member number, and then underneath, you'll see the plan name. And it's going to read AARP Medicare Advantage from UHC IN 0002 PPO, right? If you got that on your card, this video is for you. Or if you see the AARP Medicare Essentials UHC IN 12 HMO, again, this video is for you. So let's move forward. Right? But I'm here to tell you that the majority of you, especially if you elected a Medicare Advantage plan, you're in one of those two plans. And you may say, why am I in one of those two plans? Because with us, with our agency, we believe that your out-of-pocket max is the governing principle that you need to be aware of. In other words, if I get really, really sick, what can I anticipate spending? And I'd rather that number be as low as possible if it were me. Therefore, I pass that advice off to our members. You want the lowest out-of-pocket max possible. All right, so, and that's what we have. So, without further ado, let's just kind of go through some of the items in the annual notice of changes between those two plans. I'm not here to cover everything. I'd advise everybody read through your annual notice of change. Some people have called, right? And they've said, oh man, I see these copays are going up. Should I be concerned about this? And I'm here to tell you, I'm here to answer that question for everybody that's in our block of business. No. Don't be too concerned about your copays going up in certain areas. Be concerned when your copays that go up in certain areas are to a higher out-of-pocket number. But since your out-of-pocket hasn't changed from 2024 to 2025, it's immaterial. Not something that we should truly be concerned about. All right, so that being said, let's kind of go through this really fast. I'm not here to talk about everything, just the highlights, things that we think that you need to be aware of that probably warrants, you might say, just some more awareness, okay? So right off the bat, as you see, $27 going to $39. Not that big of an issue. However, if you're concerned about that, if that is an issue of concern for you, remember you have reward money in your plan. In most cases, I think it's like from $150 in reward money up to about like $180, depending on the plan. Okay, so here's an opportunity. In one of those benefits, you just call United Healthcare each month and tell them how much activity you had the previous month, and they're going to give you $10 for just that activity. So that's money to defray that $12 bump that you're getting in premium. Just an idea. $3,800 is still the out-of-pocket max, right? So we're not moving there. That's key. Okay. In network. Now, if you happen to be out of network for provider services, that's okay. Okay. We don't want you out of network in a hospital. Okay. Now, in this particular case, let me give you the upside too, the upshot. There's only one hospital that isn't in network in the state of Indiana, and it's in southern Indiana. And most of this block of business is really people between central Indiana, from Terre Haute all the way over to Richmond, up into Fort Wayne for most of us, right, in this block of business. So I don't think you're going to southern Indiana anyway. But word of the day is really you just want to be in network when it comes to hospitalization. Why do I say that? Because Part A services are more expensive than Part B services in general. Okay, be in network for those services. All right, I'm not going to touch the combined. Just kind of read through that yourself and just look at that number, $6,200 if you're in and out of network. I'm not going to cover Part D. That's another video. When it comes to the ambulance ride, $180 going to $275. Okay, materially again, out-of-pocket maximum is the same. How do we get there? I'm not sure, but guess what? It's a copay. Once those copays reach $3,800 in network, we're done paying for services for the remainder of the year. The plan picks up 100% of the costs. Okay, just so you know. Emergency care going from $135 to $140, not that big of a deal. You look at the nurses hotline. It's really, I guess I can say, it used to be an 800 number that you would dial and you could talk to somebody about it. Now it's going to virtual visits. All right, so look at the back of your card. There's a number there. Call to set up a virtual visit, and you could do it by phone, a laptop, a tablet, desktop, however it is that you have a camera and someone can see you. All right, moving on. X-rays, outpatient x-rays, outpatient diagnostics, non-radiological services and radiological services. Guess what? $25 going to $20, $25 going to $40 if it's a non-radiological, $170 going to $225 if it happens to be a radiological exam. All right, so people would ask, what's the difference between a non-radiological and a radiological? Guess what? It's the dye they inject. If they're not injecting dye, nothing. If they're not injecting dye, then $25 goes to $40. If they are injecting dye, $170 goes to $225. Keep that in mind. Okay. The emergency response pendant, the Lancet that you get, that you can press the button, hey, I've fallen, I can't get up, you know, that goes away next year. It's going to be a member discount. When you get your member documents, you'll see more detailed information about that. When it comes to vision, this is something you do need to know or be aware of. Remember, first and foremost, you need to be in network for service. Okay. Another piece that you need to know is that it has gone from a benefit that you can utilize every year, right, to get frames, contact lenses, and new glasses, right, to every 2 years. Okay. So be aware of that. All right. Now, when it comes to the dollar amount, you used to get $250. Next year, you'll get $300. They do tell you they will cover your frames. That's the standard lens, progressive, bifocal, trifocal, right? But on the progressive side, if you want that extended or expand a little progressive window, you could spend somewhere between $40 up to $153 for that. Keep that in mind. Materially, great benefits still, but you could have some additional spending, and it's gone to every other year starting in 2025. All right, not going to say any more about that. Prescription drugs, I'm going to blow by that. Guess what? That's the PPO plan. Let's toggle over to the HMO plan real fast. There's only one part in the HMO that I want to draw your attention to. Everything else, again, read through the document. It's still a zero premium product, and the out-of-pocket max is $3,700. You're good to go. Not a material problem there, folks. But when it comes to the dental benefit in this plan, remember you received $1,250 for 2024. You're not going to have that in 2025. If you want dental comprehensive, you need to purchase the rider. That rider will cost you $54 a month. Okay. What do you get? You get $1,500. That gives you money for preventive services plus comprehensive dental. They do tell you 50% if it happens to be dentures or bridge, right? But here's what I want to bring to your attention. Think about this. If you're in the PPO plan, you have $17.50 that you can use for $39. If you're in the HMO plan and you elect to turn on the rider, you're spending $54. Weigh it out, okay? Now, the other thing I can tell you about the $54 is this. If you decide to turn the rider on, you must do it in the first 3 months of the year, okay? If you utilize that $1,500 within the first 3 months of the year, guess what you can do? You can turn off the rider. Okay. Now, if you turn it off, you can't use it anymore in 2025, but you can elect to turn it back on in 2026. Okay. Hope that makes sense. All right. So that's the big piece in your HMO plan. You don't get that comprehensive dental wrapped up in your plan. You must pay the dental rider. Okay. Everything else, I mean, nurses hotline still goes away. You still know what to do there. The vision benefit, I told you, again, you must be in network. Okay. It's going to every 2 years as opposed to every year. All right. And remember, if you're getting a wider progressive window for your bifocal or trifocal, you could spend $40 up to $153. Keep that in mind. Everything else in your HMO plan, materially, pretty much the same as what you had this year. Now, I'll give you my recommendation. I think, now I'm through, okay? So I think for 2025, I'm going to tell you, over the past 2 years, if you've been watching the news or reading the paper, you may have heard about provider networks leaving Medicare Advantage plans. You've heard of hospitals leaving Medicare Advantage plans, right? I'm here to tell you, I would much rather you be in the PPO plan for 2025 because of the provider and the hospital shakeout when it comes to the contract negotiation, which is still happening in certain cases, right? Because I don't want the person with an HMO to be have a provider in network at the beginning of the year only to get a notification from us, let's say June, that this provider is no longer in network. Now, if you go see that person and you're in the HMO knowing that he's not in the network, that's your cost. Okay, keep that in mind. Now, if you happen to be in the PPO, it's still a copay, and that copay in most cases is $50. So $400 versus $50, which of these numbers is better for you? Okay, I know what I would do. Okay, I'd much rather have the PPO. And if you happen to be a person who is still traveling, right, and you have an HMO plan, you want a PPO plan. And for a lot of people that make up our block of business, they travel and go to, I always ask, where are you going, right? And when you tell me you're going down to Hattiesburg, Mississippi, I can look down there and tell you there are no networks down there. Okay, I'd much rather you be in a PPO in that particular situation because it's still a copay of $50 as opposed to ending up in that situation where you don't have a network in an HMO environment, right? Now you're on the hook again for the total amount. So again, my recommendation really is everybody take a look at the PPO option for 2025. It's a safe environment. You will spend $37 for it. However, if you want to use the rewards program or if you need to understand more about the rewards program, give us a call. Call the number 765-252-1533. I'll talk to you about it. My wife can talk to you about it. Actually, no, she can't talk to you about it. She can answer customer service issues, but anyway, long story. But anyway, so give us a call. We can tell you what's in your best interest in that particular case. All right. So all that being said, folks, like and subscribe. If you got any comments, leave comments. That way we know that you're out there. If there's anything that you want us to touch on, again, give us a phone call. Reach out to us on the website as well. hit that consultation. We could do again a Zoom meeting, in person, or over the phone, whichever you choose. So folks, again, like and subscribe. Tell us what your thoughts are. Hope you understand this. Again, this is just the PPO and the HMO zero premium and the $27 low out of pocket max. So folks, hope you enjoyed. We'll talk to you later. Hey folks, just first wanted to say thank you for all your referrals that you provided us throughout the years. Secondly, wanted to say thank you for being a member of our block of business. We appreciate the opportunity to be able to serve you when it comes to Medicare and other products related to Medicare services like indemnified plans and also long-term care. Look folks, this is going to be a challenging season for a lot of people who do not have a stable Medicare Advantage product, and we do appreciate your referrals. Please remember us this season. When you think about your referrals, remember they must contact us. I can't contact them directly. That's how the rules go. But again, thank you very much. And as always, we look forward to serving you.